Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen responding to Fitch's downgrade of the U.S.'s credit rating, saying, quote, "I strongly disagree with Fitch's decision. The change announced today is arbitrary and based on outdated data. Fitch's quantitative ratings model declined markedly between 2018 and 2020, and yet Fitch is announcing its change now, despite the progress that we see in many of the indicators that Fitch relies on for its decision. Many of these measures, including those related to governance, have shown improvement over the course of this administration, with the passage of bipartisan legislation to address the debt limit, invest in infrastructure, and make other investments in America's competitiveness." Again, this is the statement from Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, on the heels of that downgrade. Karen, you brought up an interesting point in terms of how this could help Jerome Powell.
Yes. You know, every time he goes on the street, they're always sort of yelling at him over this and that. And he keeps trying to say, well, OK, it's not just monetary policy. Look at fiscal policy. And I think Janet Yellen doesn't seem to directly address what they said, which is entitlements.
Right.
No progress on that. Yes, they did, raise the debt ceiling, but that still doesn't solve this issue, which is up to Congress, not Jay Powell.
But I find it interesting that this is really about the word governance has been used. And as a guy who's been investing in emerging markets his whole career, I mean, the concept of a downgrade based upon dysfunction at the government level is something I get for Brazil. I don't get it for the U.S. Again, we've laughed at what the circus has been in D.C. for a long time. But I think that's really interesting because it's the credit metrics that are the ones that have been more stretched and the ones that also then you get into the fiscal policy on top of monetary policy are part of the problem.
So do you think that that means that Fitch's downgrade is less, not trustworthy, it is deserving of criticism because governance is not the same as it is in Brazil, but we are a developed market. We should be the most politically civilized one in the world.
It is arbitrary. It's someone doing this based upon a view that's not tied to specific metrics. You've got credit metrics. It's kind of like, a credit score. And we're not going to do that again tonight. But I mean, no, you have a case here where I think when they start talking about governance issues, it makes it much more amorphic and harder to really quantify.
Right.
It's qualifying.
That's true. But they're basically saying that every single time we come up against a debt limit, there's a political showdown. And doesn't that show that there is some level of dysfunction in the United States politically?
Tim said at the beginning of the show, I think, 140%, probably 150% debt to GDP in this country. That's an atrocity. I mean, no developed country in the history of mankind since the Roman Empire has been able to sort of recover from numbers like that. Yet we don't even talk about it. So good for Fitch. I mean, maybe they're late to the dance, which they are. And that Janet Yellen response, it sounds like they had that at the ready to me. That didn't just sort of come off the pen that quickly. That's just my thoughts.
She's a fast writer, though.
I'm sure she is.
There's a lot of people over there.
A lot of people. Good
All right.